Hi guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget, please subscribe. This will encourage me make more videos like this. So here with me is a 4U19 rack, and I've got few gears that will be fitting into this place. So to begin with, here is my power unit. That's where all the gears will be plugged into. And that's the heat fan for cooling system. And here is a patch. So I have created this based on my need. I've got two Ethernet ports here, and then two HDMI, and two USB, one for the normal USB and the other one for Type-C. And the one with the red button here is for headphone. So, and I've got spaces left for other needs that may arise. So I've also got a lot of bits here that will be going in there. The black one you see here is a lockable shelf that would contain my laptop, where that can be locked away. And I've got another shelf here that will carry some of other bits that or gears that would be in the rack. So I've got my microphone using the Shure mic, and I've got the 4-input Behringer sound card, and also I've got this adapter here. This will give me more room for USB and HDMI, and also memory card slots in case I need. And right here is a portable PC. So this is a portable PC. I've got some other ports as well on it. So HDMI, USB, and even VGA. So I'm just gonna proceed to put all these things you can see here right inside here. All right, so let's begin. So I'm going to begin with my patch. I just have to measure the right space pending on my need. So you can measure the right spaces how you want your setup to be inside. Most importantly, everything should be able to fit inside neatly or firmly positioned, so when you are moving the rack, they don't wobble or they don't begin to fall apart. And the only tool I've got to use is this, my portable motorized screwdriver. Next, I'm just gonna put my shelf, and on the shelf, if you notice, there are velcros here. This is just to help me hold my microphone grip, and because this will also, the Behringer sound card will be going on top of this, so I also have put some velcros there to help hold its grip. And for my own use, this will not be moved anywhere. It is only just going to be stationed in a position, so but I still need to get it holding firm, and that's why I'm using Velcro. So just before the shelf we go in, I will have to place this PC somewhere down there, and this is to give me space to work. So I'm just gonna place it down there. So if you are wondering why I'm placing it down there and not on the shelf, you will soon find out. But for now, first, this has to face here because that's the power switch for the PC. That's where it turns it on. And now my shelf can go in like this. So you see, if I'd put the shelf first, it will not allow me the space, so I'll struggle putting the PC beneath where it is. And there's still one thing that can stay alongside with the PC, which is this little piece of device here to extend my ports. Yeah, all right, let's do that. I've added some Velcro here, so this can hold this grip for me. So again, before the shelf comes in, I need the space to work. So I'm going to mount this down here. You will notice that these have got the memory card slots, so I can utilize this these slots for memory card. And if I wanted more HDMI inputs, I can still get, because I haven't installed this yet. But nevertheless, this can still change at any time, depending on need. So what next to do is going to be to connect a bit of the cable down here, because as the shelf comes up, it's going to block the way, so you will struggle. So that's why we do this in bits. So this is intentional to help you have more space to work. So the first things I'll be connected will be the USB to USB. So one of the USB end is going to go into the patch right here. So I've got two of them. So make sure they are firmly tight. So it's gone in properly. That's one. And I've got a second one as well. So the second one is going to go into the same place. So it means that the front panel will be properly connected. So I've done that, and you can see the both of them, they fit in well. So the next will be the Type C. So here it is. I'm also connecting two of them. So I've got one with the L shape, and this other side is just straight up. So I'm going to fix this in there. So let me get this place lighted well so we can. All right, it's a bit better now. So I'm just gonna feed this in down there, which should work. So make sure you hear the clip sound. It did clip. If yours don't, that's okay, but just make sure it fits properly. And I have also got an extension. I'm also going to feed that in. So that's because this is an extension, quite okay. So this can be used for other purposes. And that's why I'm just going to fit that in. So like I said, the gear is being built based on use and based on the need. That's why all these are being fitted. So that being done, the next thing would be my Cat 6 cable and my HDMI. So my Cat 6 cable is going in here. It could be Cat 5, any of the network cable you have got, so long it fits your need. For me, I'm using the Cat 6 cable. You can hear it clipping. So that's done, and now would be my HDMI. So this is my HDMI going into the rack. I've got two of them, so I'm just gonna fit in the second one as well. So into the second port. So all done. Make sure they're all hanging out, because I will be needing them later on. So they're all hanging out, and that's the patch inside. Mind you, I haven't connected some other things, like this has been connected. I connected it in the front side of the PC. After all this been done, let's proceed now and put our tray. Then other connections will follow. This is how the tray is gonna sit, like this. So I'll just screw them in now. So now this has been fitted. So the next thing will be to bring in my microphone and the sound card. So all are going on top of here, and they're already velcro there to help keep them firm, just like these ones. They can't be moved, they are tightly firm. I'm trying to push, but yeah. So even if you are to lift this, shake, it's never gonna come off. So because yeah, they all firm. So again, this has been fitted. Like I explained earlier, there are velcros holding it beneath. So, and that is why even when you lift it, it cannot, they cannot fall back because the velcro is holding them tight. So likewise, that other way, they cannot fall. So for more firmness, you can wrap the velcro around it inside to still hold it firm, attached to the tray inside here. But since I'm not going to be moving this all over the place, that won't be necessary for me. But if you are going to be carrying your gear all over the place, traveling and all that, that's highly advisable. So the last thing to be put on the front will be this shelf, which is going to go in here like this. So that's where my laptop would be staying, and I need to lock it away. So before we do that, again, we're going to connect the cables at the back for this microphone and the sound card. All right. So this is the back side, and I'm just going to connect the cables that are needed. So we need the power, we need the USB out. That's where our input and output will be for the sound card, and it supports 48 volts for microphones that are 48 volt enabled. So this is going to be our output, and likewise our microphone inputs. These are going to be the outputs that will be going out from this microphone into the sound card. So I've got the Y cable, as we don't want to have cables running all over the place. And this the first one is going to be our output for speakers, and the other end is a jack that goes into our speaker. Then for the microphone, so I'm using the Y cable again. So one side, so this can have the input of both sides of the microphone. So this done, and I'll show you where this goes shortly. We have the USB. If you don't know what type of the USB is, this is same as that of the printers. most of the not the recent printers, but most of the old printers uses this actually. But yeah, it's the USB for this, and that has gone into its position. Next I'm going to be putting here is going to be adapters. Sorry. So this is my power adapter, 12-volt input. So that's for the Behringer sound card. And I have another adapter who will be going inside here for the microphone. So yeah, this is it here, and it's going in here. So all units connected as they should. So now I have my PC packed inside this side, and I have that adapter for extra ports, and I have my microphone and my sound card. So I'm just going to pause a bit to sort all these chunks of cables that are all over the place. Then I'll show you where each of them goes, and then we carry on. Okay, so the first Ethernet cable, I'm going to pass it and then connect it to the system. Okay, yeah, so it's fitted into the system there, right there. All right, the second Ethernet cable, I'm going to connect it right into this piece of device here, the extender there. If you are wondering why, that's for emergency. So this is still connected to the system without you worrying about bringing down the entire rack. So that's done. It's all fixed. So the next will be the cables at the back. The HDMI is going to be connected to the PC, and likewise the USB cable as well will be connected to the PC. So I'm just going to pause and do all that now. All right, all done except for the output that is left. I will show you where all those go for now. So all my HDMIs have been connected with my USB. So my HDMI, they are all there. And then the USB, one port is connected here. So remember, the other one is, I already connected it at the front. So I have all those connected, all the USBs that I'll be needing for now. They are all in there, and they are all connected as they should. So make sure you connect all yours and they are connected properly, so you don't have any break in any of this and you don't have to struggle finding faults. When I finish, I'm going to power it on and you'll see that everything is working as it should. So now I'm putting in all my adapter. Like for this, it's a big one, so I need to make sure it's fitted inside the rack. So I'm just gonna find a suitable position for it and leave it there. The only thing I will leave out will be the one that will be going into the power unit. So finally, I'm going to be fitting in the shelf. So I'm going to pause again to screw the sides in so it can be tightened firmly. So that's done and it's here. That's the lock. It's got a key and the laptop can fit in properly. At the end, I will make an overview of the entire thing. You can see how it all works. So now let's turn to the back and then do the fitting at the back side, the remaining bits of them. So what's next would be the cooling fan. I'm going to be fitting it in first before I put in the last thing, which will be the power unit where all our adapters are connected. So let's put this. So this is going to fit in down here, and all the adapters, let me get them off the way. So this goes right here. So that's how it's going to be. Let me tighten the screws. So make sure they are firmly tight. So, and then likewise at the other end as well. Just make sure that they are firmly tight. So I've put in the so I've put in the cooling fan. So what next will be our power unit. So this is where all the sockets will be going into. So I'll pause the video again and then fix this in properly. Okay, so this is all firmly tightened now. So the next thing is going to be to connect all these cables, the sockets, I mean. So that's one done, and that's another done, and another done. So just connect all of them. So this is my PC. This is my sound card. This is the microphone, and lastly this one is cooling fan. So everything connected, 4 of them. So now that everything is connected, this is the back side. You can still tidy up the cables, putting them inside there just for it to look tidied or neat. So if you are looking, you'll notice that, yep, this is all tidied up now. It looks neater. Yeah, so this looks more neater. This is our rack now. And if you are wondering what this cable is, this is our speaker. So this goes to the speaker and this goes to the power outlet. So everything tidied up from here, and at the front as well, everything tidied up. Yeah, this is our microphone. So the Shure mic, so the input goes into input 1 here. So that's done, and what's next would be the jack for the headphone. That's our monitor. So that's connected as well, and that's it. So if you are wondering why using this port instead of this one here, now if you keep inserting and taking out, inserting, it's going to keep shaking this, and that's not good. That's why we're using a firm grip. So instead of taking this out, this remains permanent, and this is the only contact point. So this can easily be replaced, but this cannot easily be replaced if any of those is broken. So now is to power up our system and see how it works. Okay, I've connected I've connected to the power outlet, so it's time to power the entire system up, and let's see how it works. Now, if you are wondering, I've put a monitor here, and that's for the PC down there. So let's turn to the front. So the PC, that's the power. Turn on the PC. Okay, the HDMI. Yeah, so this should be the HDMI. All right, our system is coming up. Yep, that's the system up, and everything is working. Our microphone, I'll turn on the mic. If you see any green coming from there, it means the mic is turned. Oh, there's no battery. Okay, let me get battery sorted in the microphone. All right, I'm sorting my battery. I've got a battery pack as well at the back, so it can also charge my batteries. Battery sorted, power up, and check. Hey, mic check. You can see. Check. So the signal is coming in, and as well, if you look here, the signal is coming in. You can see the red clipping. Check. Check. Aha. So it's all working now. All right, I've connected the headphone. So check. I can hear from my headphone. Check. So aside from this, you can also connect an external mic. So this is an external mic I'll be connecting to. I'll connect it to the second port. So that's connected. So actually, instead of to be pulling this and pulling out, even though this is stationed, if you're going to use external microphones, that's where they all come in. The free ports you can see on this patch there. So that's where they'll be connected to. I haven't got that delivered yet, but they should arrive soon. So I've connected my mic, and I should get some inputs. Yeah, check. Yeah, I can see that it's also clipping down there. It shouldn't clip again if I pad it, so but I can see signal. Yeah, so there's a signal coming in even though it's clipping. So that's all about it. Everything, it's all done and working as it should. So it's a simple rack, cost a few dollars or pounds or naira or shilling, wherever you are. It's just gonna cost a few of some money spent to get all this. If you are new to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. And this is to encourage me to do more videos like this.